In this video, I'm giving you 5 tips on how to win your first classic challenge.
You have interfered with our affairs for the last time.
Tonight.
I am literally in the air right now, wrapping up a store. This first class, I am so new at this.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mars back with another Clash Royale video. And today I'm talking about how to win your first classic challenge, or just how to win more classic challenges, even if you've won a couple already. I've got 5 quick tips in today's video, and I'm showing you guys my 12th win of this classic challenge that I won a couple days ago. I've won about 12 or 13 classic challenges now, and I've played so many of them, so I know how to help you guys out, and let's just get into these 5 tips. Tip number 1 is to use a new meta deck or a deck that you've practiced for years. Even if it's a new meta deck, if you just pick it up for the first time, you're probably not going to be able to just win a classic challenge with it, so you're going to have to practice whatever deck you use. But in this case, I was using this new meta lavaloon deck, and I don't even play lavaloon very much, but I was still able to get this 12-0. Yeah, guys, the deck matters a lot. You can use like a surprise deck that you know very well, but that no one else really knows, or pick up a meta deck like this lavaloon deck I was using. But either way, the deck is important, and make sure that you know your deck very well. Tip number 2 is very simple, but it's very important, and it is simply win your first game. I know it sounds dumb, guys, but you'd be surprised, even for a player like me or players who are even better than me, sometimes we'll hop into a classic challenge and just play a little bit carelessly in the first game and start off 0-1, and that is just not how you want to start if you're trying to win a classic challenge. So hop into your first game, be confident, but don't be like overly cocky and BMing and stuff. Just take care of business in your first game and start off with a 1-0 record, and that's all you can hope for the first game. Tip number 3 is to not freak out if you like lose a tower early, or if they get a bunch of damage on you in single elixir. Clash Royale is a crazy game. You can always come back and win any game, even if you're down like 2 towers to 0. It's still possible to come back. You'll see at some point in this 12th win, I went down a tower, and it was looking like I was gonna lose, but I didn't freak out. I kept my cool. I knew that I had won 11 games already, so I knew that I could come back, and I just kept my cool and kept playing well. Tip number 4 is to stick to your play style. I always find that I tend to do much better in classic challenges, like getting 7 wins or more, if I go in with a consistent mindset and just sort of play the deck the same way every game. In this classic challenge, I was using lavaloon, and I was playing very conservatively, but also trying to notice when my opponent overspent, and then I would be extremely aggressive very quickly. I was playing very conservatively, focusing on defense, but then I would surprise all my opponents by going in for 1 or 2 big pushes throughout the game that could win me the game. Whether you like to play aggressively or just go with the flow or play conservatively, stick to your play style throughout the classic challenge, and for me, that tends to get me a lot more wins. The 5th and final tip I have for today's video is to set incremental goals for how many wins you're gonna get, and definitely don't expect to get 12 wins every time, or even more than like 7 or 8 wins every time. It took me forever to win my first ever classic challenge, and before I got 12 wins, I got 7, 8, 9, 10. I even lost on 11 wins a couple times before I had ever won one, so that was very frustrating. But yeah, if the most wins you've ever gotten is like 3 or 4, then just go for 5 wins before you think about 12. Even though I've won a bunch of classic challenges, I would say my average for classic challenges is still about 6 or 7 wins. It's pretty rare to win a classic challenge, and this one with lavaloon was my first ever 12-0. The rest of them I had at least 1 or 2 losses. But yeah, there we go, guys. I hope those 5 tips help you win more classic challenges in Clash Royale. If you made it this far in the video, make sure to give me a like. It takes 1 second, but it benefits my channel tremendously, and I really appreciate it. Also, check out my other videos if you made it this far, because I'm sure you're gonna like those as well, guys. And I want to thank you once again for watching today's How to Win a Classic Challenge video, and I'll see you guys in a couple days with another Clash Royale video.